I think the only way really to do it is to talk about his comb over, talk about how fat he is, how gross he is.
Damn. Tell me how you really feel.
How anybody could think he's anything other than that is just perplexing, is it not? So, I mean, that's really, I guess everything grows out of that. Everything he represents. It's like if you took the worst of America and shoved it into one body, it would be Donald Trump.
Notice how black people are banding together and not showing support for other folks, and we are minding our own black business. You notice how we as black people are not taking to the streets? We are not marching. Really? Why are we as black people minding our own business? And speaking of minding our own business, and should we show support for Karmelo Anthony during his murder trial? Stay tuned to the end, because you don't want to miss this. Black people minding our own black business. Welcome to Rewind, my new online digital platform. I'm your host, Tommy Handsome, coming up with new and different insights every week, because there are people out there that really don't know, people out there that just FA and FO, people out there that need to be taught a lesson. And I'm your teacher. I'm your host. I'm here to give you the news, and I'm here to give it to you straight. Rewind with Tommy Handsome. Let's get right to the chase. Now, you notice that things are going on around the country. This country is being divided. We have this man who is in office, who is doing his thing. And I do mean doing his thing, not necessarily doing the right thing, but he's making all these executive orders after another. So my thing is this. You have one man who's making all these executive orders. But what happened to the Democrats? Why, when they were in office, how come they didn't do the same type of executive orders that this man is doing? Notice that one man is racially changing the dynamic of not only this country, but the dynamic around the world. One man is doing this. One man is causing all this chaos. Let's look back at the march back in April 5th. The march that was going on not only around the country, but around the world. And you look around, who do you see? You didn't see people that look like me. You didn't see people that were African American in groups taken to the street. It was white folks taken to the streets. All of a sudden, FA and FO, white people are taken to the streets, and white people are fed up.
Voters toward Mr. Trump was critical to the now president-elect's win. And the number one issue driving that shift, the economy, according to exit polls. NBC's David Noriega spoke with a family in Battleground, Nevada, about why Latino voters shifted so significantly toward Mr. Trump and why his victory is giving them hope for a better future.
Didn't separate by age group, so everybody just went together. There are huge numbers of people in these cities. They're just people.
Who was that? White people singing "We Shall Overcome"? White people congregating singing "We Shall Overcome"? Has it gotten to this?
I didn't know that this was well understood assignment that black people weren't going to show up to these march to the protest. I didn't know till I got there, and I was like, why is it just white people? Where are all the black and brown people? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are we fighting for them and they're not here? Hello. I get it now. Because there was no soldiers standing ready. No police on. I'm like, why? Where are all the police? Where are all the, like, because everyone's like, be safe. I'm like, well, fine. Whatever. Like, I don't get it. Like, it was all old white people. And those old white people were all safe because the black people weren't there. Because the black people are the reason they show up, the police and the martial law people try to come in the first place. It's their racist hatred of black and brown people that makes protesting dangerous. But across every state, there was no danger because there was no police. They're policing. And why weren't they policing? Because there were no black people. How sick and sad is that of a statement, white people? That you're just safe because they're not there? Because the people that'll create the violence are the ones that are supposed to be protecting the peace? It's really not about that. It's really because they weren't there that you were safe.
I just find it ironic that all of a sudden we as black people are coming together. We're not holding hands. We're not singing Kumbaya. We're not going back and forth, rocking elbow to elbow. You notice that we are not doing these things like we did in the past. Not saying that anything is wrong with marching, but notice that we minding our own business. When I was a kid, my mom just say, stay out of grown folks' business. So if this is grown folks' business, and this is business that you created, and this is business that we said that we was going to stay out of, notice how we're coming together and staying out. It's not our fight. It's not our war. When we went out there and fought, where were you guys? Where? So all of a sudden, you have the Mexicans want to be on our side. All of a sudden, you have these MAGA whites that want to be on our side. You have other groups of people who all of a sudden want to be inclusive. But when we was out there in the streets, when we was out there protesting, when we was out there singing Kumbaya, nobody was taken to the streets but us. But all of a sudden, it's becoming a global situation, a global program, a global problem. And all of a sudden, you need help from other races. People who know better than taking to the street more than us. Because all we do is take to the streets and we keep getting the same results. But it's funny how all of a sudden in 2025, when this man is in office, everything is changing. And all of a sudden, you need our help. And now, more than ever before, you're seeing some unity. People coming together. Black folks coming together. UNITY. UNITY. Let's give it up for UNITY. It's unity. That's what we need. We need unity. We need people coming together. Why don't we all come together? No matter what race, what creed, what religion you are. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? All of us come together. All of us holding hands. All of us singing and rocking back and forth. Why don't we do this? Why don't we all come together? But the thing is, you have people who want to do things for themselves. You want people who don't want other people included. This is why we have this nation, this world of separation. And we are more powerful when there's strength in numbers. But people want to do things their own way. People want to stay non-inclusive, which is good, which is good. Which brings me back to the situation with Karmelo Anthony. In case you've been living under a rock, Karmelo Anthony, young black man who was accused of murder, allegedly, stabbed a white young man. Both were teenagers, both were kids. Now, you got to realize one thing. When kids are involved in something like this, and one family has a son that's murdered, you have another family whose son has to appear in court. He's out on bond now. His bond was $1 million. It was reduced to $250,000. And people are donating money to Karmelo Anthony to his legal defense. And his legal defense is well over $400,000. Now, people are livid. White people are livid. Not only white people live it, you have black conservatives that'll live it also. That black people are donating money to someone who has murdered someone else. But I find it strange that when Daniel Penny was on the New York City subway and he choked out and killed a black man, that they say this black man wasn't a real threat to the passengers on the train, but he went above and beyond, Daniel Penny that is, and what did he do? He choked out and killed a black man. Now, people were protesting, people were going out to the streets, and people were in awe that this white man, Daniel Penny, had a GoFundMe page. And guess what happened? White people, conservatives, Republicans were sending him money left and right for his legal defense. But when this black man, young man I should say, killed a young white man claiming self-defense, and when black people are donating to his legal fund, all of a sudden, people are outraged. But people were outraged when they was giving money to the white man. Why are you outraged when black people are giving money, or donating money, I should say, to this black young man? See the racial divide in this country? See the hypocrisy in this country? It's one thing to donate money, another thing to donate money, and the thing is, when both sides are doing it, all you're doing is complaining. All you're doing is running your mouth. All of a sudden, you're screaming. And the thing is, you have black conservatives that are screaming that other black people are donating and helping out a young black man. Why not? If white people do it, why can't black people do it? If Italians are doing it, why can't black people doing it? If Asians are doing it, why can't black people do it? Why is it that we, as black folks, we are always being vilified when we do things, standing together, bonded together, and doing things for ourselves? But like I said before, we are minding our own black business. We are minding ourselves. There's nothing wrong with helping out. There was nothing wrong with white people was helping white people. So why all of a sudden is a problem when black people are helping black people? Ladies, gentlemen, want a filtered analysis of videos just like this. I want you to do one thing. Be educated, and I want you to hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. That way you are notified when a video comes out each and every week. Come on, stop playing. Hit the subscribe button. You're watching Rewind.